Well, hello, it's Robert from Igneous Rock Gallery. My wife, Beverly, sent out a couple email blasts recently, and in response to those emails, she's had quite a few inquiries about pricing of the particular fountains that we have in current inventory. So rather than answering individually, I thought I'd post a video and direct you each to the video, and then you can follow up with questions. We'll number these fountains in the order that I show them, and that way you can refer to a particular number if you have a follow-up question. Of course, this would be fountain number 1. The tallest column is 45 inches, followed by 44 inches and 43 inches. The inches are rounded to the nearest inch. And typically we have more of a staggered elevation than this. But I really liked these three standing the way they were when I first looked at them. They were standing in close proximity when I unloaded them, and I just thought they belonged together. The one on the right actually has a lot of color variation going on the back side, and I kind of liked just the contrast that this champagne kind of monochrome coloration provided for the rest of the fountain. Makes it pop. These fountains are in individual footing, so they can be rearranged. I like this presentation, but we can play with it if you end up selecting this fountain. So the cost of this is $4,600. The cost of all of these fountains will assume that it's a local delivery, meaning that we can get home in the same day and not have to stay at a hotel or something. So we've considered Northern Virginia, New Jersey, and Delaware and Maryland. We've installed a lot of fountains where we had a big long day, but ended up putting my head on my own pillow at night and called it a local installation. So this is $4,600, including low voltage lighting in a standard 50-gallon basin. You always have the option of putting a fountain in a 100-gallon basin for an additional $200. And that assumes that when we dig the hole, we don't encounter rock or have to blast or anything like that. But we don't know that until we start digging. So when we say standard installation, that means two guys with picks and shovels and so forth can get that hole dug and not have to get other equipment involved. $4,600 installed with lighting and the decorative pebble in our service area. The second fountain, number 2, was just put in this position last evening by my able helper, Jason. And it's more than my helper, he's my friend, and I don't know what I'd do without him. But Jason put this in here and left the footings exposed so that if you're interested in seeing what makes these things stand up and stay stable like this, we dye the concrete in this dark color. We submerge in the concrete within the form a brass ball valve so that you can control the flow individually to each column. This is the ball valve. There's a handle that comes on that ball valve which we take off, and we'll hand that handle to you, and you can use that as a wrench if you ever want to adjust the flow. You may not ever want to, but if you decide you want to adjust the flow, then you have that little tool to use. This is a nice grouping, priced at $4,400. Number 3 is a big one. The tallest column is 80 inches, then 72 inches and 69 inches, $22,000. The taller these columns are, the more rare they are. This is the second tallest one ever to be drilled, as far as I know. We receive all of the specimen columns that are taller than others, so unless there's one out there that I don't know about yet, this is among the top 2 in elevation and stature that's been produced so far. So it's $22,000 with lighting and everything else we already talked about. 80 inches, 72 inches, and 69 inches. This next fountain we won't number. It's not for sale. It's sold already to Frederick Memorial Hospital, to their new cancer center. I don't know if this is the exact orientation. We might want to move it around a little bit before it's, we call it final. But that's a cool grouping. I think we'll pull the grouping on the left there in a little bit and rotate it a little bit. But that grouping goes down to the Frederick Memorial Hospital's new cancer facility, along with another fountain. That was priced at $13,500. And then they bought an additional one too. So we had a customer who liked that fountain, wanted to buy it, but it was already sold. Asked me to create something like that for him. And I'll show you that fountain over here in the workshop. But before I do that, I'll show you a little bit of a look at our showroom. We share this space with the Brain Vessel Art Gallery. Our tenants become friends up in the front of our plaza. This is the largest open floor space that we've got. I got a slideshow going there of our work. So when Brain Vessel has one of their events, we open up this space, and this is usually where the catering happens. And it's nice for us to get their people down here. We've got a bunch of fountains here in the workshop right now. People have bought these in the past, and they're moving, 5 of them right now. Folks who are moving, we took the fountain here when they get set up in their new home, and then we'll reinstall it. But that was pretty unusual to have 5 over the winter. This is the other grouping. All these pieces are shoved together, but this is the one that was patterned roughly after the hospital fountain for a gentleman that was a little bit late for that fountain. Here's a little guy that's sold, just a little fountain. Here's the big 5-column fountain. This is the tallest one that's been drilled. This is a magnificent column. It's skinny at the bottom, gets wide in the middle, back up to more slender stature at the top. This grouping is available for $28,000. May end up in a commercial setting like another hospital or something. And this is out of order, but this is number 12. And if you're interested in our vice president here, this is the vice president of Igneous Rock Gallery. That's Maggie. And she's the official greeter, too. I think I woke her up. Okay, so we'll go out to the courtyard and show you our fountains out in the courtyard. We've got 8 fountains flowing outside in the courtyard here. We like to use this space for the Brain Vessel events. They have a lot of events in the evening. And we've had musicians back here. And we keep it lit at night. This fountain is number 4. 34 inches, 22 inches, and 13 inches. Priced at $3,300. Fountain number 5. 20 inches, 15 inches, and 8 inches. And if there's any of these that you'd like to have another look at, I can make a separate video in different lighting. The lighting's not really cooperating probably right now at this time of the day here in the courtyard. That was fountain 5, and it was $2,100, the last one. This is fountain 6, priced at $4,100. The tallest column is 47 inches, followed by 33 inches, and then 29 inches. This fountain is set in one common concrete footing, so it'll take 2 guys to lift this. But we submerge several stainless steel cable loops right in the concrete footing, so you can slip a strap through there. Of course, we'll do that for you, but if you ever want to move it, it's possible for 2 people to lift it up and move it. I thought these guys needed to be tight together. We try to make each one a little different. This is fountain number 7. These are especially stout. The tallest column is 28 inches, followed by 21, and then 20 inches. $3,200. Fountain number 8. The tallest column is 37 inches, followed by 16 inches and 12 inches. $2,900 installed with lighting. This is fountain number 9. The tallest column is 44 inches, then 31 inches, and 27 inches. This is $2,900. Excuse me, the previous fountain was $2,900. This one is $3,900. I'm looking at my cheat sheet here and getting confused. $3,900 for this, and I got to work at being able to show you the coloration on this column because of the angle the light's coming in here. That's a nice grouping. Okay, number 10. This is $3,000. 26 inches, 20 inches, and 19 inches. Fountain number 11, so all the way up here at the end. This fountain, the tallest column is 39 inches, followed by 26 inches and 24 inches. This fountain is $3,600. All right, that's it. And the video is long enough. Feel free to call me with particular questions about any of these fountains, and we can give you more pictures and talk about it. And you're welcome to come here and see them. Take care.